So what if you hear, what or have you heard complaints about from your colleagues? I'm going to mention them all. You can pick them all or one or none. Micromanagers, gossip, poor leadership, toxic environment, too much drama.
So again, like I feel lucky to work where I work. Like we generally don't have those type of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's really the stress of the work. I mean, that's more the biggest challenge we have. Like the culture that we have, I think that's the biggest challenge we faced over this last year is like that culture helped us get through those tough times, right? Because we're a really connected group. We talk a lot. We hang out outside of work. You know, we're involved with sports with each other, like or charity work. So I mean, not having that part has made I've seen a lot of people struggling a lot more because we still have the work. You know, it's still challenging work, and it's not going to change, right? It's client deliverable, so it's client-based work, so that can't change. But so not having that culture to back you up and like we try to do it virtually, but it's just not the same, unfortunately, right? Like you're just missing things. But so we try to do different things like that to solve those challenges. But like it's tough. It's you try to figure out different things. You try to figure out, but when it comes down to it, sometimes you're just worn down. It's just being human. And sometimes things get a little transactional nowadays because everything's virtual and everything's just task oriented. What we forget sometimes, the human part of human resources, where it's not just a being doing work. It's a human that has other life. Right?
So your culture sounds it sounds amazing. Why? I mean, is it the leaders? Is it just something they began, or how did this happen? With that you're in such a non-toxic environment. I mean, I gotta find somebody who's in a toxic. This is too much fun. So you tell me, please.
Well, I mean, I think the environment's always kind of it's consulting. So I mean, it's an environment can be very erratic work hours and can be very crazy, but you need something to balance it out too, right? Like, so it's kind of known. I think it's before I came along, I think it was already happening. I think it's changed, of course, like different type of social interactions. But I think, it's just a part of the working environment. It's not like a 9 to 5 place. You have very, erratic hours. Like generally speaking, like we work that type of shift, but you can get a client request at, whenever time and be like, oh God, they need this tomorrow. And you got to figure out how to get it done. Right. So, I mean, if you're going to have that type of experience, you need something to balance that out. And I think our leadership has shown like, they really want to give people opportunity to find that, balance in life and that wellness in life. But it's also, it's not easy work either. They recognize that, like, sometimes you're just worn down, right? Like sometimes it just hits you, like you're a human being again, right? Like, and I think leadership does a great job in trying to give those opportunities, but it's also, it's trying to find that balance, and it's having the strength to push back when you're overloaded with work. And because our managers and leaders like want us to do that, but a lot of people are scared to because they're worried about their career, right? Like they're, maybe younger or newer associates or first job out of college or things like that. And it's like, I don't want to push back because what if I like push back too hard and lose my job or something like that? And it's funny because we asked for that information, and I'll say for doing the onboarding for the last 4 or 5 years, most of our onboarding is based off of the feedback that we've gotten from our new hires and interns. Like it's stuff that we take really like fully and integrate it into our onboarding program so we can make it better and like try to, fix the challenges that are out there currently.